Recently I went to an antiques fair, a collector's fair in Northamptonshire, and for sale was this tin. It's like an old cocoa tin, and it's full of farthings. More like half full of farthings, I would say, just over half full. It's a big tin. Old cocoa tin, would you say? Anyway, the guy wanted £100 for it, and I thought, no, I'm not paying that. So I said, how many is there? He said, over 200, he thinks. Well, looking at it, picking it up, and feeling there's much more than 200 in there. In the end, I paid £55 for them. I've probably ripped myself off, but you've got to take risks sometimes, haven't you? Right, let's see how many there is. 1603. And I'll empty them over here. Then I'll reweigh the empty tin, which is 113. 1603 minus 113 equals 1490. So that's 1,490 grams. Now we know a farthing weighs 2.8 grams. So divide that by 2.8, 532. So there's approximately 532 farthings here. Oh, look at that lot. Okay, let's get the boards out for the farthings. There they are. People say, where'd you get these from? So I make them, and this is how. Draw some circles in your paint software. It doesn't matter which one you use there. Copy them down like that, then print them out. Do as many as you need. I need a couple of sheets for this one. Then I like to write the dates in myself, like this. It's a bit bright like that, because if you put a farthing there, you can't see it on the white background. So back in the scanner, negative image to make the black background, and I print them out again. There we go, that's better. Now get a bit of cardboard, make sure it fits like that. Get some double-sided tape, put that down there, and that one, and put it on there, and trim it up. And there you got a lovely couple of boards to put your farthings on. And then you can see them, look at that, against a black background, they show up lovely. It starts at 1860, that's when the bronze farthing was introduced. Before that they were made of copper, they were slightly bigger, and most of them would have been redrawn and melted down in the 1860s. So it's very unlikely we find anything before 1860. I haven't missed any dates out, none were made in 1870 or 1871, and none were minted in 1889. Okay, let's get the boards lined up. There we are. We'll grab a few and we'll get going. Harder to hold than the pennies, these. Oh, much harder. Come here. Oh, God, start today. Right, come on. George the 6th, the very first one. And it's a 1943. And that design on there is a wren, a British wren. I'll have a look for a few and then I'll put them down the board. A 1928, so that's George the 5th. Not in bad condition. 1928, we've got another wren here, it's time 1944, so that's another George the 6th. This is predominantly a date run, but if there's any variants I come across to show you, I'll let you know. 1948. Now we've got a 1923. George the 5th. You can just see the BM there, Bertram McKennell, the designer of the portrait of George the 5th. Another George the 6th, this time it's 1939, no doubles yet. 1946, that's nice condition. That's very nice. You see the initials there. Not very easy to see. HWP stands for Harold Wilson Parker. That's the designer of the wren. Another George the 5th. Some streaky lines on that. 1918. Those lines are probably to do with the alloy not mixing properly. But it doesn't show on the other side, so it's probably not that. 1918, no mint marks to show on the farthings for the 1918. All made at the Royal Mint. Oh, there's an Elizabeth one. 1954. 53, 54, 55 and 56 were the only Elizabeth years. That was the last year they made the farthing, 1956. You can see the initials a bit clearer there. Let me put it under the microscope. There we are, much easier to see. HWP. And that portrait is by Mary Gillock. You can just see the MG there underneath the Queen's portrait. Yeah, you can see the MG there. I'm having to hold the coin at an angle. Very hard to focus on it. But you can see it. Alright, got another George VI. Bit of corrosion going on there though. Otherwise, nice condition. 1949. 1950. Lots of different dates anyway. 1944 there. George VI. 41. 2 Second World War time ones in a row. Can you get a row of 2? 1939. Talking of the war, that's the beginning of the First World War. Second World War, I mean. Not such a good condition, that one though. Another 1944. Oh, and another George V with stripes on it. Is that in a row? Yeah, that could be something to do with the alloy. Nice condition for 1932. It's shiny on that side. I don't think it's been cleaned though. Interesting. And the last one of this first handful is a 1940. Ew, it's very dirty, isn't it? Well, that can go in the dirty mug with my other dirty coins. Let's get some of the first handful down on the board. I'll speed this bit up. Right, only one on this side of the board, 1918. Quite a lot of the George VI ones already. I don't know whether to split this up, because otherwise it's going to take a couple of hours to get through this lot. What's this? Ooh. Look at that, it's got hard sellotape around there. Ooh. That's got a hole in it. Right, let's get this out of here. It's not going to be as easy as... Alright. That's taken me ages to get this off. I didn't want to use a knife. That one is 1907, so that's the first Edward VII. Someone's punched the king's eye. I found a penny like that once. But someone had done that to Edward VII's eye. Don't think there was a hole in that one though. Yeah, the first Edward VII and not the best condition. Oh, 1879. Victoria. It's very sticky. Oh, you obviously can't feel how sticky that is, but maybe you can see it. Or sellotape in there. Yeah, that would probably clean out of there. Just a load of sticky sellotape, as you can see. Oh, that's a shame. I reckon that would clean with a bit of soap and water. Otherwise, it's not bad condition, is it? Oh, look at them sticking together. Oh my god. Look at that. Ugh. Another nice Victoria. I will clean that. I don't like polishing coins or anything, but cleaning gunk like that off, I've got no problem with that. Look at it. Ugh. So 1881? 1881, yeah. And that is in nice condition. Ooh, another Edward VII. I'm going to clean all these up. Another 1907 though. Oh well, at least that one's got a hole in it, this one. Very nice condition. Yep, 1907. Oh no, what's this? It's a Victoria, but I don't think we can get a date off that. No, 1875, could it be? Oh, it's in terrible condition anyway. 1860. I thought that felt a bit thick. There's still two stuck together there. Oh, hang on. I've tried to part that, but I can't get it apart. I'm not going to stick a knife in there or anything, so what I'll do, I'll soak it in some water, some hot water. So I've got 1860 one side. That's the very first of the bronze coins. 1900 Victoria on the other side. Yeah, I'll soak that in hot water. And the last one Still got sellotape all over it. That off. Is a George V, nice condition, 1917. Wow, that was different. So I put these straight down on the board. There's the one there that I can't read the date on. There's the 07 with the hole in it, and I know we've got a better one than that. There it is, so let's put that down on there, 1907. There's the 1879, which I will clean up a little bit eventually. The 1917, and what was this one? 1881, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to put these in hot water, then it might melt the sellotape in there. I think that's all that's holding it together. And while I do that, you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it's absolutely free, and click that like button, please. There we are. They parted quite easily with a bit of water, a bit of hot water. That's the veil head, or the old head. If you've got sticky vision, if you've got the sticky vision app, touch the screen and be able to feel how sticky that is. What was that? 1900, and this one 1860. As I said, the first of the bronze coins, bronze farthings. There's quite a few different varieties of the 1860. The main two being the toothed version and the beaded version around the edge. This looks like a tooth version. Well, let's get them down there then. 1900 and 1860. This is going to be a long video, so let's grab a few more. Right, I might have to speed this up. Okay, George VI, 1948. 1938, that's been cleaned, that one. Another 1948. 1945. 42, looks like someone's had a go at polishing that one as well. Okay, 1943. There's another 1860. Young Head Victoria. And that is a tooth border as well. The official mintage figure for the 1860 farthing is under 3 million, but I don't believe that. I find so many of them. I find quite a lot. And they're not expensive to buy either. I think it's much more than 3 million. Alright, we've got here 1920. Well, that's a bit dirty though. Don't think we've got it for the board yet. There's another 1948. 44. Dirty 42. Dirty mug, yep. And that one, 45. God, 2 dirty ones. 3 dirty ones in a row. 1940, that's the worst of the lot. And a 1916. I haven't got a 1916 yet. So we've got a 1921, a bit dirty that, but needs to go down there. And a 1916, where's that? There we go. I did find a 45, but that was far too dirty. That went in the dirty mug. Right. Oh, see, the trouble is they're so fiddly, you get too many, I can't hold them properly. Right, here we go. 44. Oh, that's a nice looking 1920. Oh, there's a nice one, that. Clearly see the BM for Bertram McKennell on that one. Nice. 1939. That's been polished. 1923. 48. See, look at that. Another 1860. Another one. And that again has got the toothed edge. That's not very good though, it's a bit bent. So first one we found's the best. 1942. 1940, I think we need that. 44. Oh, look at that. Dreadful. 1949. Again, another 40. 44. 39. Look at that stripy 1919. Does that line up? Yeah. Another alloy mixture. Cock up. 1948. There's a 45. Oh, I can go down the board then. That's not a bad one. 1932. 43. Well, I thought it was going to be another 1860. 1862. That's not too bad. Oh, look, that's quite good for an 1862. A lovely design with the lighthouse and the ship. A lot of detail on that one. Splendid. $1940, not bad condition. 48 and a 1950. Okay then, 1940. What's this one? 42. What else have I got here? Oh, that's a better 1940. That's much better than the one I just put down there. Swap that one. 1862, lovely coin. The 1920. There's a 1945, so that's the first bingo line. And the stripy 1919. $1926, a bit dirty, but we haven't got it yet. $1912, haven't got a 1912 yet. George the V. Shiny one, but I don't know if it's been cleaned or not. I think it has actually. Dirty mug. And 1925. No, we haven't got a 1925 yet. There's the 1912, 1926, and what was this one? Oh yeah, 1925. Oh, it's next to it. Right. So 1952. Haven't got that yet, but not the best condition, but it'll have to go on the board for now. 47. 1947. That's another different one. 1922. That's another one. I believe that fills a bingo line. Oh, 51. That's a better 51. That's a better 51. Okay. I'll have to put that other one down there now then. 39. 1913. That's another one we need. 1913? Yep, definitely is. There's a 1923. Got a 1923. I think this one might be slightly better. I'll have a look. 1914. Another one I need for the board. And what's this one? 1917. I think we've got a better one than that. There's a 23, which is slightly better than that one. I'll swap that. Now, it was a 1952 and a 51 I got, didn't I? Not two 51s. And a 47. Right, there's the 51. Another bingo line. 1914. 1913. And yet another Smithy bingo line across the bottom there. Lovely. Oh, that's the biggest handful yet. Okay, first one is a 1928. We've got that, but I will check to see if that's any better. Absolutely filthy one there for the dirty mug. Oh dear. Dirtiest one, yeah, that was. 1915, we need that. Need a 1915. 1929. Another one. Yes, another one for the board. Oh, little dent in it there. That's a nice condition 49. I'll swap that one. 1911. That's another one. George V. 1936. I think we've got a 30. We haven't got a 36. I'm using the Royal We, by the way. Quite a nice 51. That's been cleaned. 1919. That's terrible, whatever it is. 23, I think. What's that? 1915. We need a 15. No, it's not. It's an 18, isn't it? No, sorry. It's an 18. It's got a hole in it. Oh, there's an old head Victoria. 1901. And you can see that has been darkened. People have asked about the darkened farthings. So let me go and get some information, and I'll tell you about the darkened farthings. This is from Michael J. Freeman's The Bronze Coinage of Great Britain, and it says, "It's interesting to note the old head farthing's obverse was almost identical to that of the half sovereign, and in uncirculated condition farthings were sometimes passed as gold coins. In 1897 it was therefore decided to darken farthings by oxidisation with acid fumes before release into circulation, and this practice continued until 1917, by which time gold coins were no longer being struck for circulation in Britain." On the left there, an 1896 farthing, and on the right, an 1896 half sovereign. Less than a millimetre difference in diameter, just 0.7 of a millimetre. Imagine being in a gloomy, smoky pub in 1896. You've just sold your horse and cart to some stranger. He's counting out what you think are half sovereigns into your hand, and a couple of them are farthings. And the coin on the left is worth 480 times less than the coin on the right. So no wonder people were conned and wanted it changed. That's why the Royal Mint darkened the farthings. You only have to look on the reverse to see what the half sovereign looked like, but the con man would probably always pass on the shiny farthings head side up. That's 1901, 1915, 1929, 1936 over there, and the 1911 completes yet another bingo line. Well, we start off with a dirty one. Right, 1945. And a 1937, we need that. That was the first coinage year of George VI. $1931, yeah, we need that. $27, yeah, we do need a 27. Now I've got a 37 and a 38 in that one. I've got a 1931, not brilliant. Hope we get a better one than that. And right up there, 1927. Let's get another handful. Oh, we start with another dirty one. Look at that. 29. Got it anyway. That's definitely an upgrade. 1945. Nice condition. 1936. That's terrible condition for 1936. I thought it was older than that. That was Victoria. 1874, and that has got the H mint mark on it. All the 1874 farthings were made at Heaton in Birmingham. 1874 H. There is a nice error on this coin to look out for. I will make a separate video about that though. This one hasn't got that error. That's nice nevertheless. 48. So only 2 in that handful. There's the upgrade to the 1945, which is there, and the 1874 with the H mint mark. Oh, loads there, probably too many. Right, we start off with a 1941. I think that's dirty enough for the dirty mug. Oh, there's our Edward. Second Edward, I think. 1906. King Edward VII. Nice. 53. 1953. Elizabeth. That's a second Elizabeth one. There's a few varieties, 4 different varieties of the 1953 you can look for. If you look at the obverse and look at the cross at the top there, I can pause that, you'll see it's pointing between the beads, so that's an obverse 2. If it was pointing directly at a bead, it would be obverse 1. Now on the reverse, look at the I in the word farthing, and you'll see this one is pointing directly at one of the beads, one of the teeth around the edge, so this is reverse B. If it was pointing between the teeth, it would be a reverse A. So this is an obverse 2, reverse A. And out of the 4, this is the most common one. All 4 of them are quite easy to find though. I've got the 1906, Edward VII, and the 1953, obverse 2, reverse B. Can go that way around. Let's get some more. Right. Oh, look how worn that one is. 51. I don't know where that's been. $1875. That's got an H mint mark on it as well. Victoria. That's not too bad. They were made at the Heaton Works and the Royal Mint that year, so you could find an 1875 without an H on it. Just the one this time at 1875. Alright, 1937, there's an old one. 1884, and that is in nice condition. Slightly better on the reverse probably. 1884, that's another one. In 48, that's going to be an upgrade. $22. Oh, that might be better as well. $22. $1909. So the new one, isn't it? It was 1906, the last one I found. So that's another Edward VII. There's the 1909 Edward VII. The upgrade to the 1948, which is there. And the 1884. Right, we start with George V. Another 1918. There's an Elizabeth. 1955. That's one we're looking for. A little bit of corrosion near the date, but not too bad. There's another George V, 1922. Do have a 22, but I will check, see if that's a better condition one or not. Another 1922. There's a Victoria. Is it going to be an 1860? 1872. That's quite a good find because 1872 is quite low minted, or relatively low anyway, around about 2 million, and that's not bad condition either. Very nice. 1934. We need a 1934, but looks like it's been cleaned in the past as well, and it's not the best condition, but anyway, fills a space for now. 26. Let's see what that is. 1919 could be. Terrible condition anyway, so that can go in the dirty mug. Another Elizabeth. Oh, another 1955. And that's better condition. Not quite as shiny on the obverse, but much better on the reverse. Lovely. Another 1955. God, that's not so good. In fact, I would call that, yeah, dirty mug. And the last one is a 1914. Right, there's a few to put down here. A 1955. A 1922. Now, which one was it? That one. And this is the best one. Slightly better. Put that down there. There's the 1934, but not very nice condition, but it does fill a space. And the 1872. That's a nice find. And the 1926 is definitely an upgrade to that one. So I'll swap that. Right, let's grab a few more this time. Bigger handful. Difficult to hold now. Right. 1946. 19... Oh, terrible condition. 1926, but looks like it's had glue or something over there. That can go in the dirty mug. There's a Victoria, but that has been polished up. Oh, 1885. We haven't got an 1885. What a shame it's in that condition. Oh. 46. There's a 1929. I think that's probably an upgrade. I'll check that. Another Elizabeth. Another 1955, but a little bit of corrosion down there. $1920. Got a 1920, but that looks like it could be an upgrade. Yet another 55. The 1920 I thought might be an upgrade, but no, the one on the board is better. But the 1929, that is a little bit better, so we'll replace that one. Couple more handfuls, I think. Right. Here we go, 1949. Finding quite a few 1922s. Yeah, that's better than the 42 I got down there. So I'm going to swap it with that one. Yeah, another 18. 1940 for the dirty mug. There's a shiny George V. Oh, 1919, is that? Yeah, 1919. I don't think that's been cleaned either. It's just very good condition. There's an Edward. It's another 1909 though. Quite a few 1909s. It's another 1919, but not as good as the one I just found. 29. Oh, what's that? It's another Edward. Another 1909. That can go in the dirty mug then. Got corrosion on there. Well, there's a 1950, and that is going to be an upgrade. Definitely. Oh. Well, I still think that's an upgrade, even with that on the back, on the obverse. Yeah. And there's one with a hole in his ear. Oh, it's one we've got, which is good. 41. Another 1919. So upgrade the 42 because that one down there is horrible. That's much better. And the 1950, which is that one. That's better as well. And this 1919, we've got a stripy one down there, which we found, but I'm going to put that there as well, and I'll decide which one I like best later. Okay, it's going to be 2 more handfuls, I think. I think it's just about too many for one handful. Yeah, I'll do this, and then there's 1 more handful down there. Yet another 1909. Ed with the 7th. $19.33, and it's in nice condition. And we all have to say, shame it's not a penny. It's quite good nick that, 33. Oh, 1952. Actually, I think that's better than the one on the board. Definitely. So that's an upgrade. And that one's got a hole in it. Down the bottom there for some reason. Oh dear, look at that. Well corroded. Got 52 to upgrade. It's quite a lot better. And the 1933. Okay, 1 more handful down there. That's all I've got left. So let me just grab them, put that back there. Put them in my hand. And let's go. The last little pile. 43. Yeah, 1931. It's a 30 I want, not a 31. Already got that. 41. Oh, there's a Victoria. 1865. Not the best condition, but we haven't got an 1865 yet. There's a few varieties of the 1865 you can look for. Some have got a small 8, and some of them have got the 5 struck over another number, like a 2 or a 3, but that is just a standard one. Probably worth a couple of pounds at. There's another 1909. Oh, that's got to be the best one yet, surely. Oh, I shall look to swap that. 44, 47, 39, 1950. Come on, something amazing at the end. 1947. Oh, I don't look like it. 1940, and the very last one is another 1922. The 1909 is definitely better than that one. Nice. And there's the 1865 to go there. Well, it wasn't too bad. Nearly got all the Elizabeths, not the 1956 though. Under 2 million of those were minted, and because it was the last year in mintage, a lot of people held on to them. 35, 30, 24, not too rare. Surprised you didn't find them. And what else? Yeah, I'm surprised it only got 2 of the Valehead Victorias. 1900, 1901. Usually find a lot more of those. I've got some empty Whitman albums. This one's 1937 to 56. I've got one here 1902 to 1936, and this one has not got any dates on, but that's deliberate. It says at the end, this folder has been designed without any dates as a convenience to the collector. So I suppose you just got to write your own dates in there, and that's what I'll do for the older ones. You can get the older dates, but might as well use this one. It says Farthings on it. Well, thank you very much if you did watch to the end. It's been a long video. I will source some more farthings and then do it again. I'll add it to the albums. So until then, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. What's that? 1951. No idea why that was there.